Well, I'm rolling in the deep.
Behind the nonsense, take one.
All right, just have fun up there.
And again, all that's there just as a reference, and everything video-wise is added in post.
Sweeney's doing a lot of like fumfering and...
I'm not fumfering at all.
You're upsetting.
Now remember, there'll be some editing. If you're unsure of anything, don't worry, it'll come out. Conan O'Brien here for another edition of Behind the Nonsense, where I get a chance to talk about some of my favorite comedy bits. I'm putting favorite in quotes because these were not selected by me. With the help of some of the people who helped make them happen. And today I'm sitting here with Andy Richter.
I'm so glad that you said that right.
Yeah.
I was afraid you'd mispronounce it.
For 6 years on the air, I called you Andy Richter.
Yeah.
Remember that?
I just thought it was an affectation. I thought you were trying to be classy.
I was for a while. That's when I had a monocle, first 3 years of the show. Andy Richter was my sidekick. No, we're going to just look back at some of these moments from the show and then tell you sort of what was going on, give you a little insight into our sick process, if you can even call it that.
If we can remember.
If we can remember.
Yeah.
I am stunned at how many clips I see where I have no memory, and I would swear before a jury that never happened, and then they show me the clip.
We just saw one the other night. It was a bit where you get stabbed and then you bled about a gallon of blood live on stage on the show. No recollection whatsoever.
Well, I have no recollection because I lost all that blood.
Oh, right, of course.
Yeah.
All that corn syrup that normally keeps you going.
But anyway, one of the things we're going to do is take a look at something we called scraps. We would show these on the show occasionally, and these were a fan favorite because this is moments from rehearsal, and you get to see how terribly we dress. You get to see us without makeup. You get to see us when the show is coming up in an hour and we're tense. Mm-hmm. And when I say we're tense, I'm tense. You never gave a shit. Mm. And
it's the secret to my success.
Exactly. So let's start with this scrap. Let's take a look, and then we'll talk it down. Well, welcome back, everybody. I hope you had a nice Thanksgiving. Time with your families and loved ones. Well, with turkey and all.
Probably a real letdown from being around you and me.
Yeah.
Relatives.
It's tough when you get used to this kind of repartee to go sit with real people.
Ugh. My sister-in-law's house.
You went to your
There were
sister-in-law's?
a bunch of people I didn't know.
Is that true?
Oh.
But they were in show business.
None of them.
What?
None of them.
But they had great wealth, yes?
Some of them seemed to be doing just fine, but in that Colorado way. Nice fleece.
You're saying they weren't in show business?
No.
And not all of them were well-to-do?
Some of them were downright poor.
Oh!
They don't understand the struggle.
I went to the Isle of Celebrity.
Oh, really?
Yes, we had a wonderful time. I was there with Maude Adams. Dietrich Bader's brother, Hans. Justine Bateman. Shaquille O'Neal's lawyer.
Really?
Yes, only the best. Celebrity Island. It's north of Nova Scotia. It's freezing.
Yes. It's freezing.
It's on the Rocky Shoals. You have to get your own food. Mussels and clams. Mussels and clams. Okay, what I see when I look at that is I see a man who does not want to rehearse the sketch that we're supposed to rehearse. And you, instead of getting me to rehearse it, you got your phone out.
Yeah.
And you don't care. And that enables me to not care even more.
Right.
And then we go into one of our classic riffs where we're out of touch, completely out of touch.
Yes,
we assume everyone's a celebrity and everyone's wealthy.
Yes. Because we're so humble. That's the joke. Is that we're so humble and approachable, and there's absolutely no separation between us and the people that work here. Those people.
Also, I know that when I say up front, we're just back from Thanksgiving. I hope
like
you all had a
2
good
weeks
time.
Or something, yeah.
We were away for a while, but we're just back, and those are the hardest shows.
Yeah.
When you show up at a rehearsal in a concrete box and everyone's just back from a holiday and there's no energy in the studio and everybody's still kind of hungover on gravy and wine, that's the energy I'm working off of. I'm picking that up in the room and deciding to just tank rehearsal.
Yeah. And it's also kind of like there's a production meeting, or so I've heard, earlier in the morning. But this is kind of where you're addressing because people have it on in their offices.
I haven't seen everybody.
I haven't seen everybody.
This is me saying, trying to say welcome back and I hope you had a good time, but of course I can't do that.
Right.
I can't be a sincere human being.
No.
So I have to be a character who's like, well, good time with your loved ones.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a look at another scrap and find out more about how it all works behind the scenes. I think Mr. Met is the worst, single worst.
Yeah. It looks like a botched experiment.
Yeah, it really does. It looks like something that needs to be. It looks like it's saying, please kill me.
Yeah.
Meet the Mets. Meet the Mets. Step right up and greet the Mets. Bring your kiddies, bring your wife. Guaranteed to have the time of your life because the Mets are really sucking the ball. Knocking those homers.
Knocking those homers over the wall.
There's a Red Sox song that's awful. It was really
And it had a banjo. It's always with the fucking banjo.
I think there was one that like that, like Yastrzemski, Yastrzemski, and
Ow. And it's a fucking banjo. Or a fucking banjo.
That's a union thing. Oh, Yastrzemski. I want to have Yastrzemski put on my horn of my car. Go down the 405. Someone's crowding me a little bit. Yastrzemski. Oh, man. Oh, what I wouldn't give to have that.
Oh, you could get that done.
I could get that done.
Hello, Tesla.
Tesla, I have a quick request. Oh, Tesla. I know I'm like the 50th to ask today. Could I get Carl Yastrzemski put on my horn? You just did it automatically? Thank you.
Thank you, Elon.
Elon's the best. That'd be great. I just call.
What? An update?
What's that? Can beef stew come out the back?
Already is.
Already done. Thanks, Tesla. Only 40,000? Sure. Charge it to whoever pays for these things. Conan O'Brien took his own life today after ordering corn chowder to come out the back of his Tesla. There's a lot to unpack here. First of all, there's a Twilight Zone where a kid in a family has ultimate power, and he's played by Billy Mumy, and he terrifies the whole family because he can make whatever he wants to happen. That's kind of what it's like to have one of these shows. You sit there at your desk and you have an idea, and you'll just reference a song, Mr. Met or I Will, and then immediately it starts to play.
Yeah, somebody's on a computer looking it up.
Yeah, and they're bringing it out. Now, people watching this right now are, it's called an iPhone, asshole. But it is kind of funny. They can project it. So we would call up stuff, and either the video would come up or the music would come up instantly, and then we would go off on these wild jags like that where we're just talking bullshit. None of that had anything to do with the show. I love the quick shot of Jeff Ross in there, who's always just waiting for this madness to end. Right. Because we have a show to do, and he's not having it.
Right.
He's just like, can we get done with this? Yeah. But no, you and I are very happy with our little riff, and then we find the Tesla component of it.
Yeah.
And
that's the best part of our day, usually. You know?
Yeah. That's the part where people sometimes afterwards go, that should be the show, which is so annoying because if we did make that the show, you wouldn't really like it.
Yeah.
You wouldn't. I promise you would not. But there's always someone afterwards on the crew or on the staff or someone in the back who wasn't even part of the show who's just like, I saw that at rehearsal with the Tesla, with the glasses. That's the show.
Yeah.
Not the shit you're doing. That's it! And they act like we're
like the audience a week later wouldn't just be Jeff Ross.
Anyway, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's a little window into how much fun you can have at rehearsal.
Yeah.
Let's move on and look at some other things. Oh, Sweeney! We've heard enough, Andy.
Fact. Santa hung out with Jeffrey Epstein in the 90s.
Okay, don't do that.
Look at this picture, Conan.
Piece was
See?
rough.
Jeffrey Epstein with Donald Trump
Jesus.
and someone else who was torn out. Well, I tracked down the real picture. I got the missing piece right here.
Oh, what a silly story. Wasn't that silly, Conan?
Let's stop. I mean, we get the idea.
Oh,
It's
no.
okay, honey.
Daisy's
okay,
been
honey.
trained to attack a bad ending.
Honey, it's
It's
okay.
okay,
Sit,
it's
baby.
okay.
Daisy,
We'll
sit.
fix it.
Daisy, sit. Daisy,
it's
sit. It's
okay.
okay. It's okay.
No, I know it's not.
Daisy, it's okay.
I just talked to you earlier.
Honey.
I think you should go.
Sweetie, it's okay.
Daisy's actually
It's
getting
okay, baby.
tongue-tied.
Don't worry. It's okay. It's okay, baby. It's okay.
Okay, this I remember well because the sketch up to that point had been going for a while. The sketch isn't going well. You brought your dog by, and then the actor who plays Santa comes out. Your dog starts barking at Santa, and then I say, "Oh, the dog barks at bad endings."
Yeah.
I don't think what you see here is that I kept going for a while about a dog trained to detect a lazy writer. Coming up with a quick, corny idea to end the sketch. And then once I sink my teeth into something like that, where I can go after the writers, and in I think a joyous way, because God knows I love them, I'm as happy as a clam in a clam boat. I'm so happy.
Yeah.
So I think that went on for a while. You also get to see there my style. I'm a guitarist who also flies a B-52 fighter.
Yeah.
Oh, I think we're being joined right now by Jose Arroyo. Did you help write this sketch, Jose?
No, I didn't help write it. I wrote it. And
All by
I
yourself,
just want to say, you were saying, oh, it was a lazy ending and stuff. How can you say it got the best possible chance when a dog raced in and attacked the actor that we cast? I don't know. It just felt like I didn't get the best.
Did you think, be honest, so you think that the whole sketch could have been redeemed by Santa coming out and chloroforming Andy? You think that could have saved 9 minutes of previous sketch that had given us no laughter?
It only felt like 9 minutes. Damn it. It was a tight free. That's all I'm saying.
He's hated my dog since that day.
Yeah. And guess what? The dog was here and did not bark at that hilarious comment.
That's right.
That Jose made. So the dog does know the difference between a funny ending and that travesty we all witnessed.
That was for me, though, aside from comedy-wise, that was like a very reassuring day for me. I know that, like, if I ever get chloroform, my dog will be upset by it.
No, if you ever get chloroformed by Santa, your dog will save you.
that
Anyone
could be
else,
it.
your dog doesn't give a shit.
I used to bring her to rehearsal, but I had to stop because twice, where Conan stands on his mark there was a rug, and she twice peed on that rug.
Yeah.
She came up onto the stage, smelled that rug, and peed on it.
Yeah.
Has never peed inside anywhere else.
No, that's a dog.
Never, ever, ever.
That's a dog marking its territory. Oh, I thought I was doing some funny stuff there, and secretary came running in.
Yeah.
No, I guess you decided it was over.
We were getting into some pee-pee humor.
No. Wait till the riffs are done. You can come in. There's plenty of time. No, I mean, we're done with this one. You cut it off. It's over.
Oh, please, I need to focus. I need to focus to remember the good times.
This is awful. Let's never do this again.